Live at 4, it's offer review, and boy, we've got a lot of interesting things to talk about today. And first things first is, I was in chat yesterday when the rewards came in for Spider-Gwen, and I just wanted to read this post because there was a lot of people that are in this category. Scopely, please add one more level rewards. The results for Ghost Spider Blitz are in. Top 1% was about 53 million points. There were many people that spent a lot of time, had no quality of life for 3 days, just to fall short and only get 55 shards. The reward gap between 1% and 2% is too steep. At another reward level and give 65 to 70 shards. Don't discourage your customer base that gave you most of their time during the 3-day span. Reach out to those who blitzed and got anywhere from 46 to 52 million. The ones that are on the bubble, we're just going to call them on the bubble, and ask them how they feel about getting 55 shards. I bet most of them said they'll never blitz hard again. And before anybody says I am just whining, I was in the top 1% earner. So I'm speaking for those who I passed. And I saw this happen in chat with a lot of people. I got to tell you something. This blitz mode, remember, resembles a game mode inside of Marvel Contest to Champions. And I remember playing Marvel Contest to Champions, and I was trying to get Yellow Jacket, and I set my timers, and I was waking up all the time, and I was getting the cooldowns, and then I was on the bubble, and I barely missed the reward, and I said, never again. Blind leaderboard, no. Randomly playing and setting timers, no. And I still have not, I feel the same way about Blitz mode. Like, I don't want to get caught in this situation where I got 51 million points or something like that, and then I just missed it. The problem is that the curve is too steep. It just gets too steep. They need to level it out rather than having it so steep for the 1%. The difference between 1% and 2% is just too steep. So I think this is an excellent suggestion. Also, Web Warriors infographic by Voyage's Captain, and I saw this and I think it was great. And then I actually did. I had already done exactly the T4s that they had recommended. Like for right here, we've got Spider-Man, his passive and his special. And then right here, we've got Miles Morales, just his ultimate. Now, this is the Scarlet Spider, his passive and his special. And then right here, Spider-Punk, I only did his passive. And then I looked into the basic because of this infographic, and I decided it was good. Now, there's a little number next to these. They're saying this is the 9th most important T4. You can see that right here. Scarlet Spider's passive is the number 1. That's the most important. So I think this is an excellent infographic. And then on Ghost Spider, passive, ultimate, basic. And before looking at this infographic, I had done exactly what this person had suggested, except for this basic. And so I think it's a great situation. Other thing too, team positioning on the team doesn't matter that much except for Miles. Miles can go into stealth. So I put Miles right in the middle so that way he could break a chain. And then because my Spider-Punk is so weak, I put him on the extreme end, that just because I don't want him to die. But anyways, excellent infographic. Big fan of that there. Suggestion, raid timers only count when your attack options are available. So kind of like a chess timer. I don't know if that's too obscure or not, but your time is only going down when it's your turn. And so like when we're playing in the raids and the AI is taking their turns and you're watching all the animations, that's when it should not count. But when it's your turn, that's when the timer should be running. It says I've spent 20 plus seconds waiting for opponents' attacks and animations and subsequent debuff and buff animations to finish before I actually select an attack myself, which often means battles timeout only due to the number of animations happening all over the place. I think this is an excellent suggestion to make the timer and raids work similar to that of like a chess timer, or where it basically the clock is only ticking when it's your turn, not when the AI is doing their thing and taking forever. I think that's an excellent suggestion. Web Warriors gear priority. This is I think this is an interesting question, but I like the answer better. It says, question of the title, really. I only have about 70 Oz formula to use them. I was wondering who the gear priorities are for the team. Thanks. And then The top post I thought was an excellent suggestion. If you need a team for Pocket Dimension, I would take Miles and Scarlet Spider to 14, assuming the last two Oz formulas won't be a problem. Yeah, so I think that is the main consideration. If you Pocket Dimension is supposed to be starting on Friday, and Miles and Scarlet Spider are part of the team, then I'm going to primarily be using along with Cersei, Omega Red, and Shuri. And then lastly, yes, I got to give a big shout out to 13 Mamba, who made this. Left for a LASIK eye shirt, came back Boomer Clops instead. So yeah, everything went fine. My eyes are perfect. Surgery was relatively simple. Let's skip over to offer review. Haven't looked too closely at it. We've got this really truly horrendous gold offer, 1 million gold and 3 gold orbs for $29. This is just horrifically bad pricing. Super, super terrible. They're trying to condition us into thinking that gold has some value that's outrageous when it does not. Upgrade to premium. This is for the Mojo Mayhem Battle Pass. If you buy the top tier and you don't play enough, this will allow you to skip ahead or not play it or move faster or just not play it, right? Resolute offers Storm. I like this. If you need Storm, I think this is fantastic, and she's a Resolute character as well. 180 character shards for $15 plus some of her Gear 13 pieces, I think is fantastic. Also right here is She-Hulk. I don't know if you need She-Hulk. The question is, does anybody really need She-Hulk? I don't think she's going to be very useful inside of Pocket Dimension because she's so slow. But anyways, if this helps you save time farming, 180 character shards for $15 plus 10 of her Gear 13 pieces is reasonable enough. Now, and I think this is way better than any of those $30 offers, right? For 50 character shards. I just don't understand those at all. Perfect Clone Orb offer. This is for Scarlet Spider. So this orb right here gives a minimum of 6, maximum of 180, averages a little bit more than 9, I think 9.3 something. I value them at $3 a piece. And then this is an Armory 14, which I value at $1. So this doesn't quite add up to $10. But of the Web Warriors that have been released, he has the stingiest release method. Spider-Punk is event campaign, which is very generous usually. Spider-Gwen has 2 blitzes. The next blitz will be starting on Thursday. And then he has, a relatively easy way of getting 50, I believe 51 from the event that went live on Friday. Most people have already completed the part. And then the rest of that is going to be released inside of Pocket Dimension. So not a lot of his shards. And if you're looking to get, if you're a person who spends to get characters to 5 stars, he's the one that needs the spending to be done, is Scarlet Spider. Plus, he seems to be probably the backbone and the core of the Web Warriors team. Okay, let's move on. I don't buy purple gear anymore. I don't recommend purple gear. There you go. Training materials. I value these at $1.50 a piece. So you get 3 orbs at $4.50 plus maybe another $1. Doesn't come close to adding up to $10 US. Level 4 ISO crystals. This is for the brawlers. This will save you some time if you're trying to rush and getting Spider-Punk up and running. And I got to tell you, I think I used a 70-something thousand power 3-star Gear Tier 13. And my total team power of my Web Warriors was 620,000, somewhere around there. And I was able to auto Doom 2.3 boss node, which I've never been able to do with my nearly 900k symbiotes. Bonkers how good the team is. And Spider-Punk, more or less, is just a stick for his passive ability, which fuels the team. And of course, to get him into Doom 2.3 or Doom 2, you have to take him to level 75 and then do all of his green and then take him up into the blue ISO area. So this is 27 of each. 4 is 27. 1 is 1, 3, 9, 27. And then that one there is, the last one is 81 pieces. So keep that in mind. This will save you about 3 days farming if you're doing the 50s. I've never bought this, so there you go. I've never bought it. Let's move on. I've lowered my pricing on gold. I just don't think it's worth it anymore. I just don't think the value in the gold. I think it's better just to manage your resources and spend $1 million to a day than to try to keep up with buying everything. It's just gold is just not high value. So I'm valuing these at $1.50 a piece. So $1.50 a piece right there is about $4.50, and that's worth maybe $1 or $2. So it doesn't come close to adding up to $10. Let's move on. And then I'm not recommending buying purple gear. I don't personally buy purple gear anymore. And then right here we have T3s. If you can pick up 100 T3s for $1, I think that's a better deal. I don't see the value in $10 for 100 T3s. This is pretty horrible right here. We've got 22,000 premium orb fragments, which is 11 premium orbs. I value those at best at $1 a piece. So right there we've got 3 arena orbs. I don't even know what to value those are. Maybe 50 cents. Anyways, this doesn't even come close to adding up to $25. Pretty terrible offer. Legacy 2 orb bundle. At best, I value these at 33 cents a piece. They have year 2 characters, like what's shown behind here. Small amounts of gold, purple gear, and T3 materials in there as well. There's very little, no value to a veteran player, but if you're looking for T3 training materials and these type of characters, maybe take a look at the orb contents and see if that's something you want to buy. I value this offer at $7. Pretty much all the following offers that contain these orbs I'm going to call trash. I'm a bigger fan of the green ISO energy than the orbs. It just seems like a better system. Trash. Also, 10 silver promotion credits for $3. They have sold 50 before in the past, so this is nothing special for $3. Trash. And then right here, this is useful if you're making a push in Doom 2.3. On Doom 2.3 days, having this is very helpful because that would normally cost 250 cores. That would also, if you spread it out over several days, that would also cost you more than 250 cores. But if you want to just blast through your lane in 2.3 and then also get 800 energy, which is about $4, this will help you in Blitz later. Then you get some small pieces, limited value right there. But I've bought this before in the past, and it was when I was pushing to do Doom 2.3, kind of a Whaley Kraken thing, really. Very limited use for limited types of people trying to do very specific things. All right. The rest of the offers down here are all trash. Let's just scroll to see if there's a 10 for 10 or anything like that. I don't see anything worth talking about. We're going to skip over to my free-to-play account and see if there's anything different over there. We're going to skip past all of the duplicate offers. We like Storm. We like She-Hulk. Yeah. All right. Doc Ock Legendary Event is here right now. And if this helps you get Doc Ock, I guess, but 50 character shards for $30 is not a good price at all. It's absolutely garbage, actually. But if he's the last one and he's the one that helps you to get Doc Ock, so you can get Doc Ock this time around, do what you got to do. But I don't see the value. I think just waiting to get him when you get him is kind of a better way of doing it, and getting him like naturally. Time Slipper offer cable, 45 cable shards for $20. No, 180 cable shards for $15 is an acceptable price. This is not an acceptable price at all, in my opinion. I think it's trash. And again, the purpose of Yellow Jacket is not for Doc Ock. I misspoke. Yellow Jacket is for with Pimtech, so that doesn't help you get. Don't even buy. Never mind. This is just straight trash. I don't know what I was thinking. X-Force is for Doc Ock. So many legendary characters in this game. Keeps me mixed up. We got it. We caught it. Chat is like saying, yeah, I got it wrong. So never mind this. This is just straight garbage. There's no reason to consider it. It's trash. Now this right here, cable right here, is for 45 character shards for $20. It's not a good price, but if this helps you get Doc Ock, I guess, it is what it is. And they're trying to do the same thing with Domino, the same thing with Deadpool. But these are not good deals at all. It's just for people that are missing just like one little piece of the puzzle. They're not able to get Doc Ock this time around. This X-Force orb contains the 5 members of the X-Force, which are required to unlock Doc Ock. You can see Teenage Warhead hiding behind here, and there's also Deadpool and Cable. The problem with this offer is that you could spend $20 and get 30 character shards of the one that you just don't need. What if you don't? What if you have a maxed out Cable already, and spending $20 here just gives you 30 more Cable shards when really all you needed was X-23? Not a fan. Anyways, let's move on. Boy, I'm a little tired today. I'm glad I caught it before we got to the end of offer review. I don't think there's anything else left to talk about. That'll do it. I'm looking forward to the end of this next week. Now, I just got to say, Scopely, please keep in mind that at the end of this week, we've got all this stuff that is high screen time showing up. On Thursday, we have the Ghost Spider Blitz. And then on Friday, we have the event campaign for Spider-Punk. And we have Pocket Dimensions starting on Friday, which is a lot of extra screen time. And I hope that they track that and monitor player fatigue and things like that. So towards the end of the week, we're going to have a lot of stuff to do. All right, let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.